Hello, everyone. Okay, so first off, on YouTube land, hi, welcome. Second, for my Twitch audience today, you guys might be a little confused of what's going on. Hold
I'm
on.
confused. Explain it to me like I'm five.
I'm gonna quickly lower my volume though, because I seem to be getting kind of hot. Okay. So yeah, what's going on is when I was getting ready for all of the Sly 2 VODs to go up, for whatever reason, the Part 1 VOD was not there at all. I have no idea why I exported that, but it's just not there anymore. So, since it's the beginning of the game, like, you know what? I feel fine of just doing one stream to get it back in so that the entire playlist is a full thing and I don't have people asking where the hell is part one. So, yeah, that's what we're doing right now. If I could, also just, chat, if you guys can let me know if my audio is good, if I'm able to be heard well, if the game is good, and if my co-coms, right now being Jason, are good. It's,
All right, Chad. All right, Chad. I need a big favor for you. I need you to forget everything that we've done in this game. Just forget it all.
forget it
Just
all,
forget.
forget it all.
Just
This does not
forget it
matter,
all.
this does not matter, this 100% does not matter.
Pretend. Pretend. Oh my God, Bentley!
I hear you, Blizzard.
Sly, this somehow seems familiar.
Clear,
I just been in this place before, Bentley.
I feel like we've done this already, and we're living some sort of glory days.
We're
Cause
living in the
somebody,
we're living in the endless now, Sly.
Sly, we don't need the future anymore. I discovered a way to live in the endless
In the
now.
endless now.
In the endless now. But Bentley, you get like a really cool wheelchair in the next game. Sly, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want a wheelchair. I want to live here with my bow gun.
We're good.
with my gun. That's why, Sly, I turned into a gun-loving southerner. That was a trade-off with the endless now.
Damn, Ed got off easy. Ed had a lot harder time.
All right, so we're doing all of chapter one. Well, in one stream today.
Yeah. Just that
Okay.
was part one last time, so yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Sly, I'm trying to recalibrate the.
I'm trying to download more RAM.
Bentley, you can't just download more RAM. That's what they always say, Sly.
They say that all the time, Sly.
Now, Sly, watch me download 24 gigs RAM.
24, goddamn.
All clear. Thanks, pal.
All for the U.S. government. They weren't using it anyway.
I just had to put in my ISP address in there.
The position for your rendezvous. I'll stay here and provide computer support while you go on ahead.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I think these are all like slide one art. I think on these.
All right, chat. Who watched the Resident Evil live stream yesterday?
I think most of the we were definitely talking about that yesterday in Little Nightmares for sure on that.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to that. I do have the RE demo downloaded on my PS5. I need to actually play it though.
My friend played it. He said it felt weird seeing the game in third person. He also did the demo in 10 minutes because it's the demo that they released earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same demo, but now in third person.
Yeah.
The long way around.
But it's still like I really want to see how that is. Like that perspective change can really change a lot. That's why I've been like, yo, I am buying. Like I want to play that game again in third person kind of deal because that's such a different experience at that point.
I was also talking about this, right? Now they got all the way up to Resident Evil 4. Do you think they'll touch 5, or do you think they'll just leave 5? Do you think 4 will be the last remake?
Yeah, this is kind of the problem that I feel like Crash was going to kind of run into when people were, before they did Crash 4 kind of deal. When people were saying, you know, remake Graphic Cortex and then Twinsanity and stuff like that. It's like, we're eventually going to get back to the point of why we needed the reboot to begin with, kind of deal, sort of thing. I know the director hasn't said that a Code Veronica stuff remake is not in the works, but I think they're gonna probably stop after 4, I think. I don't think they're gonna remake.
Kept at a safe distance.
Because
Actually, maybe 5, but I do not think they're gonna touch 6 again at all.
If you're gonna touch 6, I think 6 just needs a complete overhaul.
Because I could see potentially them doing a horror take of 5 more, because that is definitely the most action-y game, when, like, the series really went full action, I think, at that point.
Yeah. But I think that's also part of the charm of 5.
Yeah, it's like, that's kind of where, it's also like, you know, the same thing can be said of 4.
Of 4.
It's like, I could see that that's the only way I could really see them doing a remake of 5 kind of deal, but I kind of want them to cool it after this. Do a Code Veronica. I don't think they're going to touch 0 at all. And then I think they're probably just going to go back to working on mainline stuff at this point.
Because I was talking with my friend earlier, because I was talking to him while you played the demo, and I think like once 4 comes out, I think you could just play the majority of the imported Resident Evil games on one console now.
Yeah, I think pretty much everything except Code Veronica. You can do the PS2 emulation thingy. Mabobber, and I think our RE0 got the HD remake. Yeah, I think actually you can play, not in the original forms, but you can play a Resident Evil of each game on one system at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to get into Resident Evil, you can get like a you can just get like a PS4 or a PS5, either one, and just start playing.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Freeze, Cooper. Inspector Fox. It's beautiful and...
yeah, also, yeah, Big Run is coming up, which I think the thing that got shown off, since it wasn't an official Nintendo, posted yet, it did say, like, 826 and stuff like, 28 and stuff like that for it to start, which would line up with the idea that Xenoblade and Splatoon states got swapped, so I think that date is meant to be October 28 for Big Run to start at that point.
Okay, real talk, I don't know if we brought this up. No. Hey. Endless now.
Endless now.
Wow.
Endless now. Like, whatever you were about to say, you better rearrange that, sir. Okay. This is stupid. Why? We beat Clockwerk. What did we do with his corpse? Hang it up in a museum.
Well, to be fair, we did handcuff Carmelita to there, and then we ran, so they probably took all the parts, most likely.
Where things get fun.
The price for a getaway.
Imagine like you just open the newspaper, it's like, oh, they put my father's killer in a museum.
Who was the guy that saw the Clockwerk part just went, I want that in my museum?
Any Indiana Jones villain?
I want to put that next to my T-Rex. I mean, what does a T-Rex have on Clockwerk?
Also, Sophie, the current joke right now is because we're redoing this part again, is that Sly 2 is truly the Endless Now right now, so... It's just one complete time loop.
This is our first time doing this, and you bring it up again. I will be forced to use a gun and shoot you.
So the anti-Sly 4 kids got it.
Also, in exchange for Billy doing this, Bentley had to become a Southerner who likes guns.
Gets off a lot easier compared to N for the Endless Now.
I don't know
I'll
what gun
find
Carmelita was using, but very clearly that's not the American way. It was shooting electro bullets, not actual bullets.
That's just a discount Peacemaker from Jack 2, alright?
That's just an insult to all gun lovers everywhere.
Either way, it's our only lead on the missing clockwork parts. Clockwork. He was consumed with jealousy for the Cooper.
Hey, remember that guy that we took out the first game?
Considering, like, Slide 4 says, like, Clockwork existed as, like, long ago as Bob, you know, so, like, Ice Age. When the fuck did he turn into a robot? By that point, if he's that old, I wanna know.
Feeling that first decision to replace his mortal body with soulless.
I feel like that was a decision that they made that they didn't really think about.
It's like, wait, how far actually old is this owl? How do you get robot parts?
That feels like a, hey, this would be a neat thing if we're doing time travel without thinking about the consequences of that decision.
2 years ago, I thought
Roxas, I don't agree. I don't think Clockwork should have been humanoid or anything like that. I think he just works better as a giant fucking owl.
in pieces, sure, but the threat is real. Does the clock?
I admit, I would have liked to see what his movie version would have looked like if that plan actually went through, kind of deal.
But I won't let it be a repeat of my past.
Sly, if you didn't want to repeat your past, why are we redoing this part?
Bentley, did you just break your world? No, I didn't.
That was Murray.
That was Murray. That was Murray who said that. Huh?
Oh, I think you guys are lying. You're full of shit.
Claw Gang's local operator, Dimitri.
Bentley, I think I had to defeat you to get out of this endless now.
But
But Sly, you don't want to move forward. I see what happens, and
who worked hard to develop his own
maybe you will like it, but I won't.
Unfortunately, the art world
Bentley froze time here because he saw what happened to him in the future.
I'm not gonna get that wheelchair. You can't make me.
Masterpieces. His way of punishing those with bad taste.
Dimitri is the equivalent of that guy on Twitter with the art retweet, like, I fixed it for you.
Lure in chic young
Here, I cleaned it up for you.
And it's here, hidden somewhere, where we'll find the clockwork tail feathers. What Dimitri plans to do with the clockwork part is beyond me. But those plans end tonight.
And then will truly end the Endless Now.
It's clear what I gotta do. If I just beat up this one guy again, then I'm free.
Our future is secured.
Bro, you are a messy restaurant. Wait a minute.
Do you know parallel timelines, my guy?
I think we have already done this dance, bro. Oh, no, you haven't. No, you haven't. Well, the Endless Now is beginning to break apart. Sly, you gotta stop. No, Bentley, we have to get out of here. Sly, no! Bentley, you're gonna get in that wheelchair.
Wow, Sly, you petty as fuck, man. This like 3 playthrough is gonna be a fun time, I can already feel it.
Bentley, face facts, you broke your legs.
Mom spaghetti. These are weak, arms are heavy.
Sly, I will...
Mom spaghetti.
Sly, I will use deadly force if necessary to preserve this now.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
That's it with the high rate. Oh, really?
It's about. I've been looking forward to this ever since.
I've been waiting for this.
I've been wanting to do this since the orphanage.
God.
Oh, alright, so how's everybody's day?
I think it was alright. Mostly script. Mostly spent the day script writing on my end.
The art club had the thing where they do recreation of an original character through dice rolls, and mine was kind of funny. Where I had it set up where I have like, hey, look at this really athletic character. What's their quirk? Rolls the dice. They have a chronic illness.
Dang it! Dang it! Why is it always an untold
They
chronic
can't
illness?
keep getting away with this!
Oh no, I
Sophie, you gotta make sure they have some kind of disease that we don't know about, but it's very deadly. It's a reckon up and
Lord,
they're dead to try to cure it.
they got teleported to one of those feel-good anime movies.
Oh no, they have a metal heart.
Oh no! Wait, hang on. Wait, is this how that brother died in the PC anime? I rewatched that skit again because I saw a clip of Iron Mouse watching that skit and she was like, it's about more than just pizza, guys! It's about more than just pizza! And she made her feel very called out.
I keep liking E.T. can call you out the exact same thing each time, too.
Because he's right!
You talk about how a character moment didn't work for you and something you could be like, but the pizza shop, because
he's right! It just resonates with me as an adult! You know, character having to sacrifice his life in order to protect the world, and a father losing his business because he couldn't afford to pay it, just got kicked out of the guild. Yo, real stuff. Yo, real stuff.
I need you to hack into Dimitri's communication.
So I only learned recently, apparently in Key West, they just have a bunch of feral roosters running around that area. And I learned this through this image where they have to evacuate the roosters due to the hurricane. And so in order to make sure they don't fight with each other on the way out, they have to wrap them up in paper burritos and just load them up into the car.
That's
Never mind.
okay,
Okay, that's two
kinda
things. Two things. They're both manga related. One, did you guys see the announcement that one is gonna be working on a new manga?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can't wait.
And the other one, there's just one manga that I heard about, and I had to go get it. I had to see if I can find it again.
I've uploaded the next waypoint into your clean mask image. Remember,
Oh yeah, tomorrow is Saturday. Who's fighting?
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys ever heard of this manga called Rooster Fighter?
I think I maybe heard it in passing, possibly.
Alright, now I want you to take whatever ideas you have about a shonen battle series.
Okay.
Take all those ideas. Now apply it to a rooster.
Go
Now
on.
apply it to, yeah, that's it. That's the pitch. It is a rooster shonen battle series.
Rooster.
You have like this rooster fighting monsters. I'm just like, go on.
Yeah, JoJo, One is working on a new manga. The author of One Punch Man and Mob Psycho.
I forget who's doing the art, but he's writing the one.
Yeah, he's writing it, which yeah, gonna be real good. I can't wait for that.
mainframe as we speak.
All in a night's work. So, where do we go from here?
Your next job is to break into the nightclub and take some reconnaissance photos of the clockwork tail feathers. Get inside. You'll have to sneak through an old wine cellar beneath town.
Okay, I'll head out for the cellar.
Wine bottles? I'm getting a sense of
Oh,
familiarity.
oh.
The urge. The stigma.
I got this feeling in my tail. I need to let it out badly.
And also, Brandon, the pizza shop I was talking about was the Pro ZD skit.
Yeah. Like, basically, the whole joke is just that, like, these big and dramatic deaths won't do anything for you. But the drama in a slice of life show will fucking wreck you, kind of deal. It's basically the joke.
No, like, cause the whole thing is you have like, it's like trying to explain. It's like it's like watching a slice of life show, and you got like this big dramatic moment, and the one guy watching goes, "So it's a show about pizza? It's not just a show about pizza."
Hold on, Sly. Let me lower those bars for you. There you go. To get over this thing, you'll have to double jump. Hit the X button to jump. Then, while in the air, press it again to get some extra air time.
Murray, you already told me this before. I
did?
Don't listen to him, Murray. That was your first time. That was your first time telling him. Don't listen to Sly.
Why do I have this image of Murray just like floating, ascending in like pig brain, like galaxy around him, kind of deal?
I appreciate that Black Adam's just been barely out and people are already memeing leak screen movie stuff.
Yes.
That Black Adam one is
I'm seeing that movie tomorrow with my brother.
cool.
I might see, like, me and my dad have just been like searching for like anything to like watch in theaters because like it's been so long, kind of deal. That I think I might be able to convince him on that. It's just like just to go to a movie again because it's been so damn long.
Originally I had no interest in seeing the movie, but my brother like invited me to go, and I just went, you know what? Yeah, sure, I'll go spend some time with my brother.
What?
If
You
it
failed.
wouldn't,
That's what happened.
if it would have lost money, I would have loved that Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio to be in theaters right now.
Yeah, but it's gonna be on Netflix, so at least we got that. Actually, I also think pretty soon the Bad Guys is gonna be on Netflix. I forget what date, but it's like pretty damn soon.
Ooh.
And I am definitely gonna have a watch party in our group when that comes out because it's damn good.
Wait, for what?
For the Bad Guys.
Oh yeah.
Basically, the Sly Cooper movie we never got, pretty much, on that.
The fans will grow up and it's like, fine, we'll do it ourselves.
Hit the circle button to crawl inside.
Hit the circle button to crawl inside.
I heard that!
You'll need to take out that guard. Sneak up behind him and press the triangle button.
I mean to read this article. I just saved it, but it's what Gates. It was retweeted by Yoko Taro.
yeah.
Neo Automata's developers reveal how they forced Square Enix to let them make it.
I remember Yoko Taro just retweeted it with a smiley face. Good.
He's like, yes, I did the thing.
I bullied a company to make it happen.
Well, let me make this game, and he did, and it was very successful.
With those rats, the sneak attack won't work. It's purely a stealth move.
Oh yeah, I gave Sonic Project 06 on my Steam Deck another shot, and after I turned down the settings, I managed to get it the frame rate up to like 45 to 50 frames.
Nice.
I think when the silver release comes out, I'm gonna try to get it on my try to get it working on my
Your PC should be strong enough to do it at this point, so.
I know. I just like, shit, I have to manage storage now.
And for those windows,
I mean,
Do you have like an SSD or anything like that? Like,
I need to get the SSD.
yeah,
Oh,
well,
wait,
yeah, SSD and like extra storage space for like a tower is not hard to come by. It's actually not that expensive on that, so.
like Sophie, how much space do you have left on your current PC?
I should still have enough. It's just when I start using this to play multiple games, I'm like, okay, I need to manage this now.
Yeah, like you get like getting like a 1 terabyte external storage is like that can very easily run you like $50.
Yeah.
Alright.
That generator seems to be powering the security systems down here.
Please do not blow up the generator.
Please don't.
Seriously, don't blow it up.
Ingenious. Dimitri's using the clockwork tail feathers.
Ingenious. Oh my god.
Indeed!
Everywhere.
I say, I'll focus on swords as I have Tales of Arise downloaded and just sitting there.
Hmm? Hmm?
Head back to the safe house
Downloaded.
and we'll cover
Downloaded,
the
you say?
plan of
Hmm.
attack.
Interesting.
That made me get the spray bottle.
She has a spray bottle,
chat,
everybody. Watch out.
chat, reminder, play Tales of Arise, a good game.
Spotlights, stepped up patrols. The sum of it all.
Alright, so I know the next game I'm gonna have to get NBA Street Volume 2. Gonna be with my mom also playing that game a lot back in the day.
Not Volume 3 with the Mario cameos.
Okay, so it was in Volume 3.
Yeah.
Right. Because we only played 1 and 2. We didn't play 3.
Yeah, 3's the one that... It was like that, and I think SSX 3, for whatever reason, had, like, Mario characters be playable. And they all just look like mascot characters in those games. It's hilarious.
It's the GameCube version, right? Where
Yeah, the GameCube version. No, obviously PS2 version.
Oh.
Oh yeah, by the way, Persona 5 Royal is now out on the Switch
Yeah,
and Steam.
it's out now. Neat.
So now I think now you can play 3, 4, and 5 all on one system.
No, not yet. 3 and 4 gotta wait a little longer on that.
Well, at least on PC you can play 3, 4, and 5 all on one system.
There we go.
You can just emulate Persona 3.
Yeah.
You know, the right analog stick that adjusts the camera. Click it to look for your
By the way, earlier when they said hello YouTube, I was like, oh, he's also streaming on YouTube?
Oh,
Let me
no,
pull up
no,
the
no.
YouTube screen. It's like, oh, wait, no, this is for the recording.
Yeah, I mean, I played Royal last year. I don't need to play it again right now.
Oh yeah, no, same, but it's just, it's out, so that's the thought that came to my head.
Yeah, and when, if I go back to P5, it's probably gonna be base P5 at this point for me. Though I am definitely gonna pick up, Golden and, Portable when those drop on Switch. Kind of deal. I've had 4 Golden in my Steam library for so long, but I've yet to actually play through the Steam version. I feel like if it's on Switch, I might be more motivated to actually finish it at that point.
Uh-huh.
Do-do-do-do-do. Well, Roxas, I don't know your specs or stuff like that, but if it's on Steam, you could at least buy it, try it for a little bit, make sure it's under the Steam like guidelines for a refund, and then you could refund it if it doesn't end up working. Also, make sure to go to like canmypcrunit.com and you can test it there yourself, kind of deal. Like compare your specs to it and such.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make sure you're on recommended for that, and not just if it can run.
Actually, you know what? Hang on, let me just go to the Proton DB and type in Persona.
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 Persona 5.
Wait, P4 Golden is runs perfectly after tweaks. What are these tweaks? The game slows down when triggering an all-out attack. Happens every time. Okay.
Oh, if you could run P5S, then yeah, you should be able to run P5 at that point.
It's funny that Spirit Halloween still has the KH2 versions of the characters still.
And still no KH3 regular outfits yet.
Nope.
Wait, what? Wait, what mods are available for P4? P4G Community Enhancement Pack. What is this? What is in here?
I know there's already modders that work for P5 Royal on Steam. I've seen so many already because they just basically took the mods they had on PS4 and moved them over.
I just want to know what these enhancements mods are. Okay, okay, so it's frame rate unlimiter. Okay, so that unlocks the frame rate. Custom sub menu, fortune teller, unmissable books, dungeon save point classic.
Oh.
Hyper speed reading plus, better fishing, crane game rebalance, evening hangout improvements, better quizzes, hidden field names, remove events. Oh, high quality Japanese voice lines. That's nice.
Oh, cool.
Cooking cheat sheet. Texture fixes pack. Title screen fix. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax follow-up portraits.
Okay.
Why is Spirit's version of Ariel just like some weird 90s jumpsuit thing? It's funny to me. Like, it looks nice, but also, no, it's not what you...
Well, no, that's what I'm talking about, Rox, since I've already seen a lot of the P5 R mods already working on PC kind of deal. Really simple one, but I think one of my favorite ones is just turning every character into Haru kind of deal. Just an army of Harus is a really funny image on that.
I think the most obvious P5R mod is... I can't say it, dang it. I can't say it, but I can say it, but...
the new game plus mode we really want. Kind of deal.
Yeah! Having access to a certain somebody early in New Game Plus.
Both of them.
Because it is really stupid that you can't access them until you reach the new point of the game. Even then, you gotta make sure you fulfill all the requirements in order to actually get it.
And by then, those characters kind of suck because your regular party is already beat the fuck out.
Rip. Spice.
Space.
So the 5 strikers got that right.
Yeah. Yep.
We should form a union.
We should form a union. Also, I saw this. When delivering a package to a retirement community, some lady was using 2 Wii Fit pads as welcome mats.
Expensive to sell pads.
Bentley, I want out. Sly, you can't leave!
Once you're in the thief life, you can't go clean.
Bentley, I'm sick and tired. I've already done this, Bentley. You can't just keep on living in the endless now. You gotta experience the future. I know it's scary, Bentley, but we gotta move forward together. You just want me in a wheelchair.
That's
Yeah,
Penelope
that's
talk
it.
you're talking about.
You just want me in a wheelchair slide. Look, be honest with me.
You have no idea how good you got.
Bentley, I promise you.
You'll become a god.
You will be, Clyde, I don't trust you. As far as I know, you just want me to be paralyzed. You know what, Bentley?
I just imagine all this and Murray's just like sitting between the two and just like, Mommy, Daddy, please stop fighting.
Murray's like so confused, like, endless now? What are you talking about?
About.
Coast is clear for what?
That I'm uncertain. Break the
Why what's still confusing me is how you are aware about the endless now instead of just, being in the endless now.
It's on page 5 of the PBS cartoon, so you know.
Because Bentley, because I'm the best thief in this town. I'm Sly Cooper. I'm awesome. I know everything. I doubt that. I doubt those last two statements. I'm sorry, Bentley. Do you come from a long line of thieves? I think not. You come from a long line of orphan children.
Jesus Christ.
Think about what you just said right now.
Now, if you don't have anything else to say, I'm gonna follow Dimitri, and I'm gonna beat him up and get this over with.
The fact I could dilly-dally over there as much as I wanted to and still be still be safe from this.
I mean, this first chapter's not hard. It's the first chapter of the game. I also saw that Nickelodeon was trending earlier today. Do you guys know why?
I know people were talking about Toby and Sakura. I don't know. I don't think that's why, but
no, like Nickelodeon was trending because people found out that the Owl House was originally pitched to Nickelodeon Cartoon Network before Disney picked it up.
For Nickelodeon. For whatever reason, my brain heard Megalovania. I'm like, what the?
What?
I don't know why my brain went to that.
That's
Yeah, dude. Nickelodeon turned down Toby Fox.
I mean, Dana also went on Twitter also saying like, it was pitched to so many studios like Netflix as well, but also saying like, even with the cancellation and stuff like that, I don't think Owl House would have been the same show if it went to another studio kind of deal on that. Especially because everybody wanted 11-minute format episodes for it.
I can somewhat say Steven Universe, one of the critiques of Steven Universe that sometimes you'd be like, I wish this was 22 minutes.
Yeah. Which I think Amphibia has handled it the best of those kind of shows, that it did have a healthy amount of full-length episodes, mostly for when it actually needed it, kind of deal. And the one time with Steven Universe, when they did that, it was one of the best episodes of the whole show.
Literally,
Also, I just saw this, so I'm just gonna read it. Quote, at first, it is talking about the Owl House. At first, the executives would see the show trending every other day on Twitter and be like, oh, anyone can trend on Twitter. That doesn't actually mean anything. But seeing the views on YouTube and seeing the people who came to the New York Comic-Con gave them a much better idea that, oh no, the show is actually successful, Terrence said.
Be ashamed if you canceled it early, my guy.
Whoop doodle, you made a mistake.
Yeah, though I feel like honestly, if these 3 episode specials end up doing as well as this first one, I think that spin-off show could potentially happen at this point. I think
Reading that just makes me wonder. Did they not read the data? Did they not look at the data? How many people
you want to know probably why, Jason? I think part of it might be is that because Owl House was just not available on Disney Plus or stuff like that. Most people ended up pirating the show, kind of deal, so they are actually seeing how many people watch it. But putting an episode on YouTube, you get a very clear idea how many people actually watch it. Because, man, Disney Plus is kinda trash when it comes to their shows actually getting onto there.
Just put it on the weekly, just put it on weekly,
just when
Disney
the episode airs, maybe an hour
Yeah.
later, put the episode up on Disney Plus. That's my biggest problem with that platform is if it's not original content, it takes for fucking ever to come on that platform.
They do the same thing like Crunchyroll's been doing for years. Except the thing is, okay. The thing is, I don't. As much as I would want Disney just to do the same thing that anime fans have been doing for years, we just put it up the episode at an hour after it already aired in Japan. I don't think Disney wants to do that because they still want that foothold in cable TV. But hey, you want to watch it? Go watch it on the telly.
Or the people that actually have cable TV, which is not much at this point.
Not anymore. Bro, you know how much my parents be like, yo, we don't need cable. We could just do air.
Yeah, and the only way you can actually watch them is to do the cable stuff with Hulu kind of deal. So just put the episodes up regularly, my guy.
just acknowledge that the online presence, why not just do both? There's something wrong with putting it on cable.
Make the show more. The more you make a thing accessible, the easier it is for it to grow, my guy.
Oh my god, I swear if people anyone can keep making Infinity Train trend, I'm like fuck.
I think that would also just draw more people to Disney Plus.
Because Shea Frillis also said it on his Marvel Take Us for Granted video. Disney Plus is absolutely the program that relies on its brand recognition way more than any other streaming platform by far.
Yeah, you get Disney Plus because Disney.
Yeah, because other than that, that's the biggest problem. Other than the Star Wars or Marvel shows, that platform really doesn't have much besides its back catalog kind of deal. Besides that,
and its back catalog is great. Don't get me wrong, that Disney back catalog is amazing, but the new programming stuff, it's
the original programs are not that good. They really are.
Gee, maybe it might be better quality if you let them take a break, Disney. Just have them more production time.
And maybe fill that catalog with your actual current shows, kind of deal.
Pay your special effects artists.
We'll be able to turn off all the security around.
Because some of the episodes an hour.
We'll need your
Heck, you know what? Make it even more lenient. Let's just say, you want to upload the episodes a week after they air on TV, just to make your cable stuff that much more special, just to be like, you want to watch it early, go watch it on cable. And then 1 week later, you release the episode on Disney Plus. I think people will also be fine with that.
As long as you can watch a majority, now, kind of deal. Unless you're... God... I think Amphibious Season 2 took for fucking ever to get onto Disney Plus for whatever godforsaken reason.
Cause I didn't get into Amphibia until the majority of Amphibia was on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to actually airing episodes of Amphibia, I probably only watched once I caught up the last 3 episodes.
I think only 3 episodes I actually caught live, kind of deal.
Hold it, Cooper. Constable Neela.
Side note, go watch Amphibia, it's fantastic.
Still one of the best shows of the decade, full stop.
Also, Also, go watch Our House. It is, according to my friends, also fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Amphibia, you'll probably like Owl House.
Real talk, probably.
What? It takes a
Of what? Sorry,
If you like Amphibia, you'll probably like Our House.
Oh yeah,
like-
no, like the shows are
if you
very
like-
similar and stuff like that, so.
If you like one show, you will probably like the other show.
Yeah. It will really depend on personal taste which one you end up liking more out of the two of them. I'm definitely more Amphibia than Owl House, but that's me for that one. Though I did watch Owl House first out of them.
Anyway, speaking of the Disney Plus, They're the Big Blue House is on Disney Plus. Ah, that back catalog.
I'm surprised it took that long for that one to come onto there.
Ah, the icon. That one's iconic.
I mean, of like preschooler shows and stuff like that, that was probably the highest production quality one out of them. Kind of deal of that era.
I think looking back, the most like interesting and I'm surprised this got put for a preschool show was Little Einstein.
Yeah.
Little Einstein, climb aboard, get ready to explore.
I remember watching Little Einstein as a kid. I'm like, wait, what is this show about?
What?
It's cool, it's pretty, but what is it about?
If I definitely have to make like a top 10 list of I guess preschool shows that I watched as a kid with like that I consider to have actual quality, I would definitely put Bear in the Big Blue House on that list.
Yeah. I remember the FunClan episode talking about it, and the way it was always described as like the anti-Barney kind of deal of where it felt like Barney always made you like dumber watching it kind of deal. Big Blue House actually had stuff for like actually feeling like a family show and stuff like that kind of thing.
Carl, it was like a very chill. It was like a very
It was
chill
a very
show.
chill show.
Yeah, I mostly just grew up with the PBS network, but I would say one that I kind of caught in the weird space where I was in high school, but my sister was still young enough to watch it. The one that caught my eye was one called Odd Squad.
I don't think I ever heard of that one.
Odd Squad. What's that? That was.
Like
That
it was
was-
definitely out of my
cracking something.
generation, but I always catch it. But I always caught it on TV before I left. So.
Odd Squad. Oh, that was a 2014 show? Never mind. That sounded like something else.
Yeah.
Cyber Chase was not preschool, but it was definitely edutainment. Yeah, I do remember Cyber Chase.
So, early to middle Cyber Chase is good.
One of us here from like when Gilbert Gottfried died, like that show is still going at that point. Apparently, how the fuck?
It's not that good anymore.
I'm just surprised it went going all that time, kind of deal.
From what I've last seen, they kind of stopped doing math. Is like, oh, what should we do in this very cybernetic place? Oh, I know, nature lessons.
There's one preschool show going on right now. It's on Disney Plus. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I actually remember watching a couple episodes from it because even though it's like in a preschool show, it's actually really funny. Like the jokes, the jokes in this show actually hit pretty hard. Hang on, let me go find it.
I'm guessing it's probably Bluey.
I think that's it. Yeah, the one with the dogs.
Yeah, that show made its rounds on Twitter.
Yeah, it's actually a funny show. Like when some of the jokes hit in that show, they actually like hit pretty hard. It is definitely the kind of show that if I had kids, I would honestly have no trouble sitting that watching that with them, because I will also actually be pretty entertained watching it.
But yeah, like yeah. Also, I guess to bring back up Oscar because I never really actually finished explaining that one. But it's essentially a giant like spy kids like setup where like, oh, these kids go out and solve things that are odd, And the funniest thing is that they try to do something like, "Oh, this is about math," but it's clear like halfway through they just gave up. And, like, let's insert our obligatory math for the day, and like let's just go and focus on these plots.
Oh, this reminds me of a puzzle.
Alright. Real talk. Was Dora the Explorer actually good?
No.
I remember liking it, but I
feel like it
would
quickly aged terribly if I watched an episode now, kind of deal.
I just remember I owned like a body-sized Dora plushie when I was a kid. I'm like,
it was
like,
my sister was into Dora, I was into Blue's Clues when I was like super young, kind of deal.
Oh, I like
Blue's Clues.
I like Blue's Clues. For some reason, Dora was more available to me.
Sophie, considering where you live and stuff like that, I'm not surprised on that.
I would say one show I've been always wanted to get when it's in the library, though, The Backyardigans.
Ah!
The Backyardigans.
Now that is true preschool culture.
We got the King Pablo out of that.
Because I remember Dora the Explorer coming out in the 2000s. I remember actually watching the first episode of it. Don't know why, but I did. Because by that point, I was 7 years old.
Yeah. I think Diego was making the rounds, like, just as I was kind of getting out of the demographic of that show, I think. And then they were like, oh, we have our new marketing kit we could use.
Apparently that Blue's Clues movie's coming out in November.
I still keep laughing from the fact SGB kept making the joke of Steve being like a private eye detective kind of deal. And then that's legit what they made him for the reunion thing on that.
I ended up watching the trailer and it caught my eye. They apparently introduced this character called Rainbow Puppy, and my first thought is like, oh my gosh, they just made an LGBT puppy. like oh rainbows, kids love rainbows, me, aha.
Internet has trained me for this, rolling that game.
Alright, let's see here. What are the most in-demand preschool shows? Let's see here.
Oh, I mean, Paw Patrol is going to be on there.
Paw Patrol. You can't escape
You
the
can't
Paw Patrol.
fucking escape that. It's everywhere.
It's even the point where it's definitely that one preschool show that left its demographic.
Preschoolers can't get enough of Meisha and the Bear.
Oh, that strange Russian show that one just popped up during one of my family gatherings when I had to watch the kids.
Oh yeah, Magic School Bus as well. I would classify that another entertainment
Magic
show.
School Bus is classic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's less preschool and more so like elementary.
Yeah.
It's still under this category of edutainment.
And traumatizing everybody with the damn Pluto episode.
Yeah.
The fucking lawsuit that would come from that would be astronomical on that.
I don't know. The one talking about the digestive system kind of fucked me up too.
That episode is ruined for me, by the way, thanks to an edit of that.
Oh yeah.
I forget, what was the black girl's name in Magic School Bus? The one that had like her hair tied up, kind of deal.
Unfortunately, unless you're Carlos and Arnold, you're not really the most
I remember it was just
her name was Keisha.
Keisha! I remember somebody did this edit of where it's like the digestive tract from like the stomach into the rest of the body, and like, Miss Frizzle, what's that? And then somebody did, and Keisha walking up, and it's just like, girl, that booty hole. And I could not stop laughing from that one.
I think that digestive episode, I think that messed me up was the exit that they had to take. And when they showed it, I was just couldn't get over the fact that they actually had to animate like a like poop dropping from the ceiling. And I just went, I was just went, why did you animate that?
That's scientifically correct, but
oh yeah, Valve.
oh, of course if we're talking about another King of Preschool, Lazy Town.
I think Lazy Town was after my time, but of course, you know, you can't escape we're number one and stuff like that on the internet.
Yeah, I remember liking it. However, that bow tie kid was a little shit. It's like, hey, all of you are cool except you. You keep saying everything's yours.
And you know, of course, we can't talk about this without bringing out Thomas the Tank Engine.
I don't think Thomas was really on much for me when I was a kid and stuff like that. I think.
I've seen Thomas the Tank Engine, but they either played it too early, and whenever I played it, it just didn't click for me, honestly. I apologize, Jason.
Because, like, I think it was at the network it was aired on PBS.
Yeah, so I definitely caught it.
I'm trying to remember the other PBS shows I saw. PB&J, I remember. Of, like, the Otters, PB&J one.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Actually, let me just look it up, because that way I can see. Oh, there's Maya Miguel. That one was alright, but the one thing I know specifically is that was the origin place where they started showing Ward Girl, and Ward Girl is a banger series.
What was that one?
Yeah, would you just make essentially we would just make a fun superhero show where your main character is just vocabulary. Like she can do all this superhero stuff, but vocabularies for the kids.
Alright, so this list I found top 10. Let's see here. Let's start from number.
But it was
Top
essentially
10.
like the parody of Marvel and DC, which yeah.
Before they blew up, kind of deal.
Yeah.
So top 10 that I see for this list is number 10 is Higgly Town Heroes.
That sounds strangely familiar, but I do not remember anything of it.
Also, Professor Trooper became a sexy tumbleweed.
oh no.
Hang on, Pat, I'm going to send the picture because this picture unlocked a core memory. When I see the show, I just go, oh yeah, that show! Hang on, I'll put it in the DMs. Not DMs, don't make.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember. Oh yeah, Superboy. I remember.
I don't think I ever actually saw an episode, but I think I remember the ads for that.
Number 9 is Between the Lions.
Yo,
I never knew about this show growing up. I only found out about it because of the Funkland.
I remember my library, both of the libraries, like, in my original town in Virginia, and, when I moved, to Michigan, both had a bunch of Between the Lions stuff. I think it's actually still there in the kids section, I think, at this point, at that library.
Number 8, we got Wow Wow Wubsy.
Oh, yeah. That one I don't remember liking.
Wow Wow Wubsy, wow.
I think even as a kid, I was just like, this one's annoying, kind of deal.
He looked like a Happy Tree Friends knockoff. That's what I first thought. I'm like,
number 7, I'm convinced is on this list because of the amount of times it was shown in school. Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah, I don't think I ever remember it airing, kind of deal.
See, like I have a DVD of all the Schoolhouse Rock stuff. I remember actually liking Schoolhouse Rock, but I never actually watched it on television.
Oh yeah, I did. I did watch a lot of Curious George.
Number 6 on here is Cyber Chase, which you talked about earlier.
Yep.
Number 5 is Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Fog.
Number 4, Bill.
Higglytown Heroes. That's.
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Let's go.
And number 3, Bear in the Big Blue House, which you already talked about. Number 2, Arthur.
Oh yeah.
I was surprised we haven't talked about. Dude, like I don't remember.
I think Arthur is just one of those. I just remember it being a show kind of deal. I don't remember if I actually liked it or not kind of deal.
I know I liked it, and I know they definitely aired it right as before I go to school, so I always caught it.
And number one be Blue's Clues on this list.
Yep.
Blue's Clues.
Steve leaving was the biggest dramatic moment.
Well, I'm just gonna go through everything else on here just because, like, hey, a list. Okay, so the Doodle Bobs. What are the Doodle Bobs?
What?
Oh, the Doodle Bob!
I feel like this one is unlocked. I am in the process of unlocking a core memory from that.
It's like one of those preschool super bands where everyone and they were like a bunch of clowns. Hang on.
Oh wait.
That was on the cookie jar. That was all like on the Saturday morning, the Saturday
Hang on,
morning.
Sophie. I have an image.
Let me see this. Oh, yeah, no, I think I remember not watching that because I was like, they all look like freaks, kind of.
Curious George.
Yeah.
I mostly remember Curious George recently, just for that one Twitter clip that kept making the rounds, kind of deal.
Wait, what about the Wiggles? Wasn't that like a Disney Channel?
I think so. That was of like the 4 colored shirt guys.
I had
dances and stuff like
we had a VHS that always played, so that's how I know about the Wiggles. I don't know specifically.
There's this one song I particularly remember the Wiggles singing, and it was just like fruit salad.
Yummy.
Fruit salad. Yummy.
Oh, Angelina Ballerina, that's a blast from the past.
I don't think I remember that one. My mind just immediately remembered Roly Poly Oly.
He's Roly Poly Oly. He's small and smart and round, and in this little he's the smallest kid around.
Jakers, I think I remember that. Hang on.
Anybody here watch Where the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Which one? There was the animated series, there was the game show,
I think this one's referring to the animated series. I didn't even know it was a game show. I didn't even know it was a game show originally.
Well, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego was the animated series. Because where in the world was the TV show, was the game show.
Okay, I'm sharing this one. This is like Jakers the Metro Piglet. I'm sharing this one specifically because this one was like very early in my childhood. Also, it was like a knockoff of Chicken Little.
Oh God!
Oh man, the 3D of this show is giving me all kinds of quality.
It's like, oh, this is definitely early 3D.
Yeah. Oh, Dragon Tales. Yeah.
Dragon Tales.
Oh, that's a classic.
Okay, in my brain, Dragon Tales is not necessarily classified as a preschool show, but
it was definitely PBS and stuff like that.
It's definitely like in my brain, it was more like an elementary school show.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this one, Sagwa the Chinese Siamese cat.
I feel like if I see a picture, it will unlock a part of my brain.
Let me get one. Because I remember specifically because I learned later that it was developed by this woman named Amy Tan, and I ended up doing a book report from one of her like books.
Ah.
It was actually a really good book too. But yeah. This one.
The big red dog.
Oh yeah! I forget if I actually saw anything from the show, but I definitely remember seeing advertisements for it and stuff like that.
This looks like a show. If I watch it now, I'll just be playing the game of what did they get wrong.
Yeah, I feel like I can only remember one episode of the show, but I swear I remember watching multiple.
By the way, for Carmen Sandiego, it's like I remember there was one of the PC games that it was like it was like supposed to be kind of multiplayer, and you were like all on these platforms as you answered questions from around the world. I have tried to like look up the Carmen Sandiego games and stuff like that. I, for the life of me, can't figure out what the Carmen Sandiego game was, and it's like, I know I had this game. I am not in a bare-steamed world right now. I know this existed, kind of deal.
You just gotta dig a little deep.
Oh, did anybody here watch Maggie and the Ferocious Beast?
Maggie.
Sounds familiar.
Let me get a picture.
You know what one show that PBS wouldn't stop putting up? Clifford and the Big Red Dog.
Oh yeah.
Like it was fine, but it was clear they ran out of material and just ended up putting reruns, and like, we already seen this.
Is it no mic?
All right. Oh, that one.
All right.
I remember seeing it. I don't remember anything from it.
Ultra, Carmen Sandiego was a PC game first, turned into a show, turned into the game show, that then turned into a TV series, that spawned a lot of other stuff, and the current show now is Netflix right now. Which is very good as well.
Oh god, JJ the Jet Plane.
Oh!
Yeah,
no, please don't show the image of that. I don't need to see that one again. I have the memories of the. I have the memories even as a kid. Like, Jesus, that is terrifying.
I think the Jet Plane is the result of Thomas is a very successful show. Let's see if we could do shows like Thomas.
That's ingrained more in my head just because for some reason I have a PC game version of that show, and I'm like, ugh. It's like, if like 3D show is already uncanny, imagine like an early computer game with that graphics.
If we're going along that line, anybody here watch Theodore the Tugboat?
No, that doesn't sound.
Ultra Warrior. Technically, Carmen Sandiego was in there, but it was definitely the TV shows that gave Carmen, like, the personality and character design you know her for, kind of deal. Because she was not like that in the original game at all, kind of deal.
Liberty Kids. I remember liking that. I don't know how. I
feel like it would be so much propaganda bullshit now if I went back to
I'm like, hey, I remember this being fun. Oh, it's about American history. Oh, no.
Like, I can tell that show would, like, if you go back, it's probably so whitewashed bullshit.
Oh, yeah, I'm like, oh.
You went back to it
I'm
now.
Like, do I want to sour my memory of the show going back to
Roxas, Conjunction Junction, that was a Schoolhouse Rock skit, was that?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so, Ace J, if you want to actually know something fascinating about Theodore the Tugboat, I recommend going to the Unlucky Tux channel, because he actually did a video on a series that actually a series called Tugs, because Tugs was made by the same group of people that made like the first 2 seasons of Thomas the Tank Engine.
I don't think I ever seen Theodore Tugboat.
Yeah, because they made 13 episodes of the original Tugs, and they wanted to pitch it to America to get a US dub for it. Unfortunately, the pitch failed, so we never got another season. So one of the creators actually went over to Canada to work on the shows, and that's where he also pitched his own version of Tugs.
I'm trying
and
to
that's what became Theodore the Tugboat.
I'm trying to find specifically. It was a really old like CGI show, but it was not lasting. But it was like these. It was essentially a preschool version of Isekai, where these 2 kids got transported from the library to a giant to a new world of like animals, but they live in the library.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
It sounds familiar.
I'm trying to find it because it wasn't long lasting, but I remember that show a lot more than I should. I think it starts with an A.
How did we go on this long list of preschool shows?
Yeah, I know,
without bringing up Bob the Builder?
right? Yeah. It's gonna be really funny in the VOD playlist when none of this gets brought up at all.
No.
Like, we went on this long tangent of preschool shows,
And
yet
it's
that was-
barely been over an hour. Like, it's gonna end soon, and I gotta, like, I'm thinking of maybe popping something else up maybe afterwards, because, like, this is fun.
How did we go through this whole time without bringing up Bob the Builder?
Bob the Builder.
The thing-
How
I
many
think-
reboots will this thing get?
I think probably because I got a feeling if you watched Bob now, it would have not aged well at all. Kind of deal. I got a distinct feeling.
No,
Yeah, probably, but I remember it being big when it was actually out of the time.
Bob the Builder, I remember watching it. It's the best way to describe it. It's just like, it feels like a satisfying compilation watching those things get built.
Minecraft. You're talking about Minecraft.
I also know they
and,
keep trying to reboot that thing, and somehow keeps making it worse.
Oh, and of course, we gotta bring up Peppa Pig, because that is a big show.
But that was all after our times, too.
That was also
Oh,
that was true, but it was massive.
The thing is, I think my local mall has an entire, like, play place built around it, but I never see any kids in there whatsoever in that facility. They all go to the Legoland or the aquarium.
Wait a
that's
minute.
in there.
Did they make a new version of Clifford the Big Red Dog?
Hey, hang on, let's back up here.
Well, there was
Your
new
local
like
mall has an
movie
aquarium.
that they had,
No,
right?
you can't get. You're not getting away from this. Your local mall has an aquarium.
Yeah, I worked at it.
You have an aquarium?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you ain't getting away from this. Chances drop that. Yo, bro, your local mall has an aquarium. I'm so jealous right now.
Yeah, I worked at it.
You worked at it.
What?
Guys,
What?
did you hear he went to Jared?
Oh, that is certainly a new art style for Clifford.
But yeah,
Wait,
no,
hang on, let me see it.
it's a place
Like, it's
called
not bad, but it's certainly, yeah, that's indeed new.
yeah, it's a
characters.
place called Sea Life. Is it? I believe they're like a chain that, or like in multiple malls kind of deal. Their aquarium isn't too impressive, honestly, but it's like, yeah, it's okay. To be fair, a lot of aquariums are very unimpressive after you've been to like the Chicago aquarium and stuff like that. That's probably been the best one I've been to.
Sophie, this art style definitely screams Flash.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh,
I
yeah.
also like, I don't know any of these side characters.
Graphic
and
design
I'm
is my
already
passion.
feel.
Why does this radiate graphic design as my
Graphic design.
passion energy?
Come on, PBS, I know you had this show. Where is it? I need, I know it exists. Don't pretend it wasn't there. I know. Yes, it was like probably one season, but I will.
I will find it.
Hang on, what if I just?
It wasn't technically a cartoon, but it's a Moo-Moo-Foo.
Oh yeah. I remember watching this.
I think later on they met the like two humans. I think it ended up being in a bunch of animated series that were also on animals and stuff like that later on.
Teletubbies.
It exists.
It existed. I do not remember anything about the damn
That
show.
was indeed that's like babies' fever dreams.
Yeah.
Those fever dreams.
I remember watching Teletubbies. I remember things.
What's the
in
Zula
Teletubbies,
Patrol? Hang on.
But it feels like a fever dream.
Oh, oh. First off, I don't remember this being on PBS at all. I know it's on like Cube or something, but oh.
Oh yeah, Pingu.
I'm like, stop staring at me with those giant eyes.
Also, did anybody here watch Max and Ruby?
Ruby and Max.
Maybe if I saw a picture of it, I could...
Oh wow, that's like the, hang on.
A lot of these are like probably a names of shows I remember, but oh, was it the rat? Oh yeah,
The rabbit.
I think I just remember the character designs not jiving with me in that show. I think.
I mean, looking
the
back-
girl was very much just 2000's girl in that show, if I remember.
Here you go. Here's a picture.
Looking back, I'm like, I look at
Oh,
Max
oh wait,
and like,
no, oh wait, I'm thinking of a different one. Okay, that one. Yeah, I think I remember that before. Yeah.
Did we
looking
get all the
back,
blue bottles
it's
yet?
much more clear that Max has a chance to be autistic coded, so that's interesting.
By the way, Pat, what are your clue bottles at?
I'm trying to find 3 more. So we
Oh.
have time to stretch this out, boys.
Oh, peep in the big wide world. Oh, that's definitely.
I think we've moved beyond. I think we're just talking about general edutainment or PBS shows kind of deal at this point.
Why is this one making me emotional for some reason? I just never see. I feel like it's unlocked the core memory on this one.
There's like not a lot of PBS shows that I did that I actually watch. Like I remember watching Shiny Time Station. That was like, of course that would be in Thomas. I remember the Magic School Bus. I remember Wishbone. Anybody remember Wishbone?
Maybe if I saw a picture of it, I could maybe remember it.
It's a show about a dog.
Gotta be more descriptive than that.
The show about a dog, the cipher code I remember is Martha Speaks.
I don't remember what the actual show was about. I just know that was a show about a dog. I think he was a detective.
Wishbone. Oh,
No,
it's
don't worry,
it's
Sandy,
live.
everything's
Oh,
on
it's live
paper.
action. No wonder I don't remember. Huh. That sounds interesting. I'm shocked I never caught it on there.
Let's see here. Zaboobafoo, we already brought that one up.
Liberty Toy Castle. Where?
Oh wait, this is what Maya Miguel Valentine's.
Oh yeah, that's the one I remember watching a lot.
I don't remember what the actual show was about, but I do actually remember this show.
It's essential, basic neighborhood kid stuff, but with like a Hispanic family. Essentially, the joke is like Maya's like, oh, I got an idea, and Miguel's like, uh-oh.
Like, oh no, not again.
Basically, it's pretty much.
Please be in the school trip with the
Anyway, and we just watch Word Girl because that's clearly was the better show from that block.
Where the fuck is this last clue bottle?
Alright, I think I am too old for this show, but I remember first discovering this show through a Family Guy joke, The Electric Company. Where the whole purpose of the show, you got these two silhouetted heads on both sides of the screen, and they will both say like part of the word to form the full word. I think it was teaching you the whole point of the show was teaching you words.
Oh,
It was like
Sophie, what's this show you've been hunting for?
It's the CGI show was Amalia where these kids got isekai to Amalia where animals rule with a giant library and stuff.
Show me a picture of it.
I think it didn't last there very long. I just remember the uncanny CGI of it.
Oh, yeah, I do not remember this show.
No, that's beyond me.
Yeah, that's beyond our time.
It only lasted. I think it only lasted for about a year.
Okay, finally found the last blue bottle. Let's get that wrapped up. Ah!
But that was a very long tangent.
That dominated the whole stream.
How much more do you got left in this chapter?
I just got getting the safe now and the heist at this point.
Well, really? That's it?
Yeah, that conversation took out the whole damn thing.
Wow. Oh my goodness. You watched a lot of shows as a kid.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You have a lot more.
I think especially for me, I had the thing when I was a kid where you could only play an hour of video games a day, kind of deal. So what you do with the rest of your day? You watch TV is what you did.
Exactly.
Which I think, what I secretly think that trained the entire generation of not RPG person, because you couldn't play RPGs. Playing RPGs was very hard when you had 1 hour a day, kind of deal.
Yeah.
So I don't think a lot of our generation kind of played games, played RPGs that much, kind of deal. If you had that hour a day restriction, kind of thing.
Oh, they have all the ships of Mali on here. Sweet, I guess. I don't know if I want to binge through this very old TV show just to. Bruh, I put up the first episode. This guy is riding a skateboard while drawing a dragon at the same time, bruh.
Oh yeah, am I hip and cool, kids?
Am I cool now? Do people like me?
Higher level math, but I believe the code to Dimitri's vault is 231.
And a useless move that I don't use at any point in the playthrough. If I remember what this one is. Maybe I used it. I don't remember if I did or
Yeah,
not.
it'd be really funny you're saying that the Von Soldier uses it 2 times. And then he uses it throughout the whole playthrough, ladies and gentlemen.
Some revisionist history shit going on right here.
How you're supposed to be stuck in the endless now?
Why does the endless now involve a lot of preschool and PBS shows?
Because anything from the past is fine. It's the future that we're scared of. It's fine. We can't touch the past.
Why am I
The past is
imagining
not
the end
touchable.
breakdown scene but over PBS shows or something like that now? It's really funny.
It's like, if you watched the Back to School Bus as a kid, you were cringe.
But I thought you were the cool kid if you watched it.
In my day, if I'm trying to imagine what show he would watch, that would be cool. If I would be cool. In my day,
You know, it's a whole level of new bullying when they're bullying you over which PBS show you watched.
In my day, you were considered a cool kid unless you watched Cyber Chase. Now that's a cool show. Now that was a cool show. I don't know, man. That I think only nerds watch that show. A show about math. Now you were one of the cool kids. You watched Backyard Kids for Pablo.
Pablo, look at this dude being the king.
Do you?
Jump into my arms. I'll toss you up there.
Oh my god. How do you keep doing this? This happened in the first section of this too. How are you doing that?
Now, Murray, I hope
Legacy
you're going
repeats
me in the
itself.
right direction. Yeah, no, I got it. I totally got this.
No,
Murray, I saw you were doing. You were not trying to fool me. You were not trying to fool me with that. Murray, I'll kick you out of my endless now. Murray, just because you missed. Murray, just because I'm a turtle doesn't mean I can swim. Murray, seriously, you were supposed to be the good one in this. You're supposed to be the god dang it, Murray. I thought I could trust you. Come on, Murray. God dang it, Murray. Murray, it's simple.
Murray,
Just throw me in the Murray.
Murray, please.
Murray!
Murray, please. Alright, there you go.
Now, Murray, come on. Don't you got this. God dang it. Murray! Wow, Bentley. Wow, Bentley having a hard time with Murray over there. Shut up, Sly!
I like the idea that Bentley and Sly just swear their asses off, and he's like Murray's the god dang it, like just refusing to swear person in the group.
Change the flow of water through a valve, I should press the circle button.
What the fuck?
What?
What'd you find?
He's back and he made some, and he's back.
Who's back?
This guy. Where does he get all these resources?
Oh, almost. There we are. Well done.
The water pressure to the fountain should be disabled.
Can't believe we're already here.
That's almost been an hour and a half, so.
Yeah.
Repair truck without being seen.
Basically, it's not when it's just me and Sophie for the streams the past few kind of deal. It's been a little hard to keep a conversation going kind of deal. I'm glad at least we had a tangent to go on this entire time.
Finally, back to the orb.
Oh, finally, an extrovert.
The secret ingredient.
What do you get when you put two introverts in a room? Nothing, because it's very quiet.
Stop calling us out.
Why are you going up there for? You don't have the key yet.
Oh wait, yeah,
Listen,
right.
making 6 say curse words is fun.
By the way, that video you showed us last night, has that gone up yet?
The Jack 3 video, not yet. It's going to go up probably Monday or Tuesday, most likely.
Okay. I didn't want to say the name of it because I didn't know you wanted that to be out there yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably put the teaser image up for it tomorrow, but yeah.
Okay.
And then I am recording the Jack X script tomorrow.
Yeah! Hey, good.
Oh, fuck!
Why'd you turn around? Why'd you turn around?
He's gonna talk back shit, guys!
Come back! I just want to tell you about all the shows I watched as a kid.
Like Beavis
Come
and
on,
Butthead and all that MTV.
Come on, don't you want to hear about shows such as Fat Albert? No?
I only remember the movie of that. Nothing else.
Alright then, did you watch The Cosby Show?
Ooh.
That was not a hit either? Alright, well, I watched Little Bill with my kids. Stop!
Please, I beg of you. Stop. Take the shovel away from this man.
I think of all the shows, I think Little Bill is like the unintentional catastrophe of that.
Oh god, Little Bill, Jesus.
Little Bill was a fine show. It was just it's just because of Bill Cosby, you just can't really watch it anymore.
Yeah. The only thing other than the movie I remember about Albert is the thing everybody keeps posting in the FGC where the guy just walks up, I win, and walks off.
You see, I only know about Fat Alberts because I own the DD version of Robots, and for some strange reason, they won't let me skip the trailers on that specific DVD, so I just have to watch this entire thing like, hey, watch Garfield, watch Fat Albert, these live-action movies are great. It's like, no.
It is always so interesting when I had to remember that my parents actually grew up watching Speed Racer on television. Because I also mean that they grew up watching anime, they just didn't know it at the time.
I mean, to be fair, I think that was a lot of us when we were younger, and we we
the
didn't
entire 4Kids block.
Well, of the 4Kids stuff, but we didn't watch Dragon Ball or Naruto or anything like that. But we were absolutely watching like Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon kind of deal on 4Kids.
Oh yeah. I just really want to know, like, what made them decide to bring over Speed Racer to America? Because it worked. I just want. Oh, you failed.
I'm surprised the truck took that much damage, Chuckluck. But with Speed Racer, my only real exposure was the movie kind of deal. And I remember always the Spill.com thing, saying of like how many fucking monologues are in that thing. It's like on any little thing will spur the monologue. It's just like, hey, can I borrow you some orange juice? Orange juice. I remember the last time I had orange juice. Like his face gets kind of deal.
Go watch the movie, by the way. It's an underrated movie.
But yeah, I think, like, when I really got into, when I understood the concept of what anime actually was, it was like, of Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, oh, that's what it is, kind of deal. I think Soul Eater was like was the first one I actually watched when I understood what anime actually was. And it wasn't just a cartoon kind of deal.
For me, it was Naruto. Naruto was the one that taught me about anime and manga.
I think I started to grasp the concept of anime. I didn't really get, like, I didn't really seriously dive into it until Brotherhood.
Yeah, FMA 2003 was my second one, I do know.
Oh, Roxas, I also remember Iron Man Orbit Adventures. That was me and my dad really liked that show.
Which one was that?
It was an Iron Man show where they reinterpret the characters as high school kids.
Ah.
They turned Pepper Pot into Nora.
She looks like Nora. She looks
like Ruby Nora.
Like Ruby
let me get a.
Okay, let me see.
Because what the premise is the fact that Howard Stark ended up passing away. I forget why. And even though the rights belonged to Tony Stark to take over the company, he wasn't old enough. So until he's old enough, the leadership went to Obadiah Stane.
Ah, okay.
It was
Tony Stark
because
Tony doesn't like Obadiah.
You know, if it was me, I'd be like, this is like, why is there another Spider-Man cartoon going on here? But yeah, look at Pepper Potts.
Because like Obadiah was turning the company into like a weapons, to like a company that makes weapons, and Tony ain't about that.
Oh my God. Wow, yeah, no, that is actually just Nora, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, she's like Nora, and she also has to say, you know what, also the personality of Nora, too, it's ridiculous.
It's just Nora!
It's ridiculous how much like Nora and Pepper was in that show. But
or is it more the reverse kind of deal? When did the show come out?
It was definitely before Ruby.
It is 100% before Ruby.
I only now realize we're at the Dimitri boss.
Dimitri was definitely a thing in this game. He was.
I didn't expect Dimitri to be popular enough for them to push in the later games.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not
by
complaining.
by the time of slide 4, it's just like, okay, we just completely have forgotten that this dude's a villain at this point. Kind of deal.
Nah, he's kind of our buddy now.
Well, definitely, I would say out of like the villains in this game, he definitely has like the biggest personality.
Yeah.
Essentially, Mirror Beat from Pokemon Coliseum.
Rigo!
And also, I think out of everyone here, he's the one that's doing the least offensive thing.
Yeah.
He's just counterfeiting money. That's all he's doing.
Meanwhile, the Panda King.
That's gonna be a time when we get to slide 3 playthrough on that. Which, that's also one of my favorite parts of the SGP playthrough for slide 3.
Holy chop! Reap!
Okay.
Palms of thunder!
Well, it was mostly, they kept making the joke of, like, Sly just keeps gritting his teeth, like, every time Bentley suggests an idea in that chapter involving Panda King. It's just like, please, Bentley, I am, like, this close to murdering you. You know, he kinda killed my dad! You know!
Yeah. I'm like...
Wait, Sly, we need the Panda King for his explosive. I need the Panda King to go die in a hole. Because he was part of the group that killed my dad.
Yeah.
Did you forget this? Sly, did you just my revenge?
I'm like...
Sly, don't ever question me ever again.
You're good.
My gang and I had done it. The clockwork tail feathers were ours. And
Yeah, so that was chapter 1!
Huh.
The untimely
That
Yeah,
was-
there's no commentary about Sly Cooper 2 that we just not going to get because we had to redo this.
having just missed me, she took it out on Dimitri.
I mean, if you want my thoughts on slide 2, I got the review still on my channel, so...
The gang and I headed out of town for a week in Monaco. I figured the team had earned themselves a well.
We are now out of the endless now. Sly, I can't believe you actually managed to bust us out of the endless now. I told you, Bentley, all I had to do was defeat Dimitri, and we were free. You didn't make it that hard to actually get out.
Well, on YouTube land, you guys can head over to part 2 now at this point. For you on Twitch land, that's gonna be at the end for tonight. Hopefully you all enjoyed and we will be back to our regular schedule now. So, thank you. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.
Edutainment!